Welcome to Babies from Beyond, the podcast that gives all babies a voice, whether they are still in spirit or already earthside. I'm Lauren Dionysius, a former registered NICU nurse turned baby soul communicator, and I'm here to share the wisdom of today's babies to guide you on your motherhood journey. So this week we're going to be asking the question, what if your partner has had a vasectomy? Again, this is quite a common question that I receive from women who thought that they had finished their pregnancy conception journey, or perhaps they have found a new partner and that sense around having another child comes up again, except their partner has a vasectomy. So I want to start by saying that there are many ways for babies to come to the earth, and that having a vasectomy is not as big of an issue as perhaps it used to be. As I mentioned, there's now other options these days, which is amazing. But even beyond this, what we need to find out in this situation is, where is this coming from? So many women I speak to, they will say, I thought I'd finished having a child, but now I'm feeling this child around me. I feel like they want to come to earth. Now I'm not feeling complete, but my partner has had a vasectomy. This is probably the most common situation, although, of course, there are always variations on this. But the first question I come to here is, again, where is this coming from? Is this coming from the soul level, or is this coming from the human level? And if you can feel a baby soul around you, like I always say and have said multiple times in previous episodes, just because you can feel a baby soul around you does not mean that they're planning on coming to Earth in this lifetime. That's just one of the reasons. There's many other reasons why you can sense a baby around you. It can be past life, it can be future life, it can be hovering for a future generation, it can be just learning or being curious about the world. They may have a message for you, but they're not actually planning to come to the earth in your lifetime. So there's all these questions that we need to find answers to first. And the simplest way to do this is to simply ask these children. Tune into their energy. Ask, why are you here? Are you planning to have a life with me in this lifetime? Is that why you're there? Or is there something else around you that is helping me to feel your presence? So that's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is, if you're not feeling a baby soul around you, but you're feeling something within yourself where you're feeling that pull and that nudge, again, asking the same questions, like, where is this coming from? Because often, not always, but often when we dive deeper into these questions or these energies, it can actually be coming from something else. It can be coming from a sense of lack in your life, a need that is not being fulfilled. And this may not necessarily just be from babies and children, but in other areas of your life. It can be influence from the outside world, the external, from society, from friends, from family, all of these things. Or it can actually be a message from your soul that there's something here to explore. And again, depending on what that is and what questions you ask and how you can dive into that energy, will give you different answers. And these are the answers that we need in order for you to find clarity around why these feelings, this sense, this need, this longing for many women is suddenly coming up again. Because I've definitely had experience where babies have been able to come to couples where he has had a vasectomy. Like, this does happen. It doesn't happen very often. It can even happen naturally. Sometimes there can be, again, depending on the technique used for vasectomies, some have like a higher success rate than others, or failure rate, as we could easily say. There's also the possibility for reversals as well, which also have like mixed results in relation to that. And then there's also the option for IVF as well. So if it comes through that this soul and your soul do have a journey together in this life that perhaps wasn't revealed until later, then it's important to trust in that as well, and to explore that, and to be open to how this particular soul may come to you. Sometimes it's not even biological. You know, I remember working with a woman that a child came to them in a very different way, an unexpected way, through a family situation. I've also had where a soul has come to them through foster care and adoption. So it's being open to the possibilities and open to the paths that may already be there. But these paths can become clouded with our own expectations or what it should or shouldn't look like. But at the end of the day, I always say to women, trust that longing that you have inside you and follow that. See what it can offer you. See what insights it can provide you. See what wisdom is there for you. See what messages are there. And then follow those pieces of the puzzle step by step until you get a clear answer. And also letting go of how that comes to you. Because when you decide it must be biological, I'm feeling this energy around me, so it must be going to come to me in a biological way, that may be true, but it's important to be open to other possibilities as well. The longer I do this work, the more I'm realizing just how, I want to say, brave and courageous these souls are, but also how curious they are to have different experiences here on the earth. So many of the souls coming to the earth right now have been there, done that. And so they're looking for new ways to experience being a human. And that means new ways of conceiving, new ways of birthing, new ways of parenting, all of these things. So the message here is being open and exploring that the way this child may want to come to you may not be in the way that you think or expect it to be. And that's important, and that's okay as well. Trust in that. If there's anything I've learned, it's about trusting in the soul's journey, which is often not what our human mind expects or understands, because our human mind cannot see the bigger picture, can only really see where we've been. Our human mind can't even see the future either. So this is one of the main lessons or learnings that I see for women and couples where vasectomy is influencing the journey. There's usually a lesson there around alignment and getting to the core of what's going on, along with releasing shoulds and coulds and should haves and all of those things. So just to summarize this episode, it's just a short one today because I feel with vasectomy, it's usually fairly straightforward in the way it's about connecting with a soul that you feel around you and finding out why they're there. That's a big thing that I always ask first. I never assume that just because there's a baby soul in a woman's energy field that they're planning to come, because often they aren't. And this is where a lot of women and couples can become a little bit disillusioned by the journey. So that's always the first question. Ask them why they're there. And then from there, you will get more insights and more guidance and more messages around the journey for you in this life, the options for you in this life, or whether they're here for a completely different reason. So I hope that helped to offer a little more clarity and insight into those situations where vasectomy plays a role in conceptions and the journey ahead. But also to give you some hope too, that if you are feeling that yearning, that deep longing for a child, that having a partner with a vasectomy doesn't need to mean the end. It just means that more questions need to be asked.
Thank you for tuning in to Babies from Beyond. If you've enjoyed this episode, I'd love for you to leave me a review just wherever you listen to your podcasts. Also, head over to Instagram and give me a follow at Born Energy, and check out the show notes for more ways that you can connect with your baby's soul, including one-on-one readings and online programs to support you. Until next time, trust your journey and your baby. Take care.